media, it is not any important. And people believe in us so much, and even the leaders. There was some report that was made, I think, after general elections for LC1s. After a year, the report was like people believe in LC1 chairpersons than any other leaders. Why? They are always with them. So there must be a good working relationship between the media and Unima. It should not be for only just workshops. It should be that Unima knows us and we know them. We can actually call them, get information like we want, such that we can update the work. Then capacity building workshops. I think you people who have not been conversant with the Unima, you have now gotten the knowledge of what Unima does, why, mandated by who. You can check the Unima Act and know that this same autonomous body set by government 10 years ago is mandated to do this and the other. So when there are such workshops, when you are trained that the weather, when they say maybe it will be mostly cloudy, it means this. It will be partly sunny, it means this. UMV index means this. It will be hazy sunshine, means this. When you get knowledge on how meteorological terms are digested and put in your local language, I think capacity building between us and these people will put us to some next level. Then UNMA should encourage decision makers to get interested in issues to do with weather and climate. Decision makers are the people who make budgets in this country. They are the people who influence things to happen. Talk about our leaders. I recently saw in warning people in Mbarara and those districts that anytime soon people will get a problem. Those in highlands, please vacate as soon as possible. Leaders were not interested in pushing that. We must find leaders who are responsible even about our lives. We must influence our leaders, those people in parliament, those people in districts, to make sure that weather and climate are things to talk about, to think about, and to do actions. Let me give you an example here. For example, the world now is facing a problem of climate change. Countries have met, the Committee of Parties met in Glasgow recently. They agreed to slash the world degrees to 1.5, but they are not willing. And African people, we have the worst. We shall face the wrath. Why? Almost every problem will fall on us. Floods, season variations, and we shall find food scarcity because season variations will not allow our food to grow. Because almost 97% of the food that we eat is rain-fed. Rain-fed. Where you find commercial farming is just a little. So we should encourage our leaders to get interested in the things to do with climate and weather. Then,
excuse me.
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt. On that point, we mean that UNIMA should collaborate with decision makers in media houses.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That also comes in here and it incorporates all the leaders. Then UNIMA should recruit focal persons. Offices that are very central in Kampala to access. There is no up-country office. You have to call someone to find their contacts. It is so hard. So we're like, if UNIMA finds there are close to 292 active radio stations in this country, though they are 300 and something, but active are 292. That is according to LUBA, Rural Urban Broadcasters Association of Uganda, where Julius Kumsile, my director, is the chairperson. I think UNIMA should recruit a focal person. If Madam spokesperson wants to deliver a message, you have a direct person, you send that message, and you know it is delivered and it will be aired like you want. So these people should get a special training on how to do with weather and climate. So we're saying the media houses, the TVs, the online should find a single focal person who is in touch with the Unma to make sure that if there is any warning or an alert, it is aired easily. Then some other thing is Unma should put up county offices for ease accessibility. You are know where you people are in Kampala, and most of us spend years before going to Kampala. Now, if you have an account office here in Mbarara, it is very easy to access you. I usually interact with the person who runs a net office in Nyaruzinga, Bushenyi. When you ask her, when did you last maybe go to Kampala? She tells you some years ago, but you send the information. Can you share with me? No, I am not allowed. Can we get the information from head office? I will give you the contact. So if you have a country stations, it will help us to easily access you and get the information that we want. Then for using things, I think Unma should put up also a magazine. Can be quarterly, can be monthly, and this should be containing the information about the predictions, about weather, how it has been, what is expected. I see alerts towards October, November of too much rains, most of those people in the area. So if there is a quarterly or monthly magazine and it is accessed by the public, it will be very easy for people to get to know and get used to weather and climate. Then Unma should sponsor weather updates on radio stations and online on TVs and the media. If Unma finds enough budget that can run adverts, actually can do these things. We play songs on radio. For me, I do the morning show and the political show. But in the morning, the one who makes our playlist gives me 10 songs to play. No one pays for the song that has aired. But this is vital information. And we are moving to a world where technology is almost superseding everything. So we say Unma can find a small budget or a budget. Can find a budget actually should not be small. Because you people have money and the government spends money on things that some are not so much essential. Should find a budget. And this budget should be sponsoring weather updates. Weather updates take close to 3-5 minutes, and that is not too much for you to pay. So we pray that you people, for us, we have been the Kazina. If you also find money, please also help us and let our radio stations move. I can tell you, radio stations and TVs are struggling. The media houses have downscaled. Others receive half pay. Others have lost their jobs. So we need some reinforcement as you want us to reinforce our relationship. Can you grab hands for that? That's very important.
We ask for that point.
Thank you so much, sir. So I am with the heading. Then Unma should increase the media budget in order to have media engagements. Unma can maybe meet media during such workshops, but there should be more engagements of the same and in different ways. When you engage the media, they will become your friends. Becoming your friends, dissemination of information from a person you know is not like someone you have not heard about. So there should be more media engagements to make sure that these people know the personnel they are dealing with. Then you should have feedback channels. Unma should have feedback channels. For example, most of you here, programmers, how advertising companies look for feedback. This is how it is done. Maybe Ipsos Maybe fireworks. It is an organized company going to look for feedback on how your radio or TV is watched or listened to. They go down to the village in where I'm based. When they reach there, they will ask a very old woman, where do you listen to news from? Where do you get your news from? You will say, maybe Radio West. And where do you listen to death announcements? Radio West. They make a survey of close to 10, 20, 50 people. That feedback is enough to tell that where you listen to death announcements and the news is enough to put your announcement or your advert. Now, Unma should find ways of getting feedback from the public. We have now stabilized our relationship with you. You will be giving us details on how it is going to rain or not, predictions and other things to do with weather and climate. So now, we must develop a way of finding the feedback from the public. Engage the public, know how many times does the word Unma appear on your radio. Did you hear the weather updates? We can find a forum on finding a response. And this feedback channel will give you the best way of knowing how Unma is performing. Then I am coming to the last point. Unma should come out on social responsibility activities. Social responsibility activities and engage media to cover your functions or what you are doing. You can decide and say, because the environment is getting degraded, because I understand the line ministry is Ministry of Water and Environment. Because our environment is getting degraded, Unma has decided to have a two-working workshop in Mbarara, and it is aimed at cleaning River Wizi, which is full of plastic bottles, and we know plastic is dangerous to the environment. So when you come, media with you, you will even engage with the people who live on the banks of the river, talk to them. Do you know Unma? Do you know what it does? Here, people will have to get some kind of contact with you and feel you are being with them. So please also engage in social responsibility activities such that we know you the more. Then you should have an interpretation of meteorological language. That's what I was saying. The meteorological language is different. I was reading an article from WMO, World Meteorological Organization. The meteorological language is not understood by everyone, like partly sunny, partly cloudy. It will be has sunshine, showers, it will be thunderstorms, things of the sort. So as you try to also engage media, media will act as the transmitter of your messages. Let your language be also simplified. Let us not lie. Then finally, we should make your information available and constantly updated. I have tried on several occasions to find this information. It is not easy to get. You people have, it is not easy to get. If you get it, it is hard to interpret. Minus you have to spend time to know all these terminologies. So if you keep your pages updated and the information is available all the time, like you said, you give a 6-hour update, then we shall be in a position to doing a great job as transmitting your messages. I thank you so much.
Thank you very much for that elaborate presentation. I think, yeah, we give an applause for the presenter. Asante sana. Tena. Yeah, that goes to you. Thank you very much.